down on the ground. He just decided he just didn't want to do what he was thinking about.
620, we've got the
We're looking
suspect
at
in
him on the ground
custody.
there, and he just looked over at us and he said, I just didn't want to die today.
On one hand, I feel very grateful that it wasn't a lot worse than it was, but at the same time, we have lost Jimmy, and yet he is still there because Jimmy's still very ill and very angry and still continues to say that when he gets out, there'll be a lot of dead bodies lying around, and we've been told that he means what he says.
Next.
It was like a bomb going off, and somebody yelled that it was the hotel on fire. And at that point, it looked like a war going on.
They were the best that anybody could ever ask for at the time that you needed.
In the past 3 years, Nick Busey has gotten many awards for his bravery that New Year's Eve.
I didn't know where he was or anything. I was just so happy to see him.
I think it's been very good for John. I think what these people in that, went through, I think he saw some sights that I wouldn't want to see in a movie.
You look back and could I have saved some of my friends? And to this day, I'm just missing.
There are a lot of people that died in this fire, and I think how lucky I am that I'm not even hurt. I was like, lucky we're alive, all of us.
Parts and AC Delco are the true original equipment for all General Motors vehicles. Plus, AC Delco Gold and Silver parts are the only aftermarket parts backed by GM. Those in the know stay on the go with high-quality replacement parts from GM Genuine Parts and AC Delco. $6 get 6 hatchback.
Wow, the ride must be pretty scary. Hope the rides aren't too scary.
Get out! While you still can!
You scared him. That wasn't very nice.
You shouldn't be here! It's not safe! Get out! Get out!
Wait, what do you mean?
Wow, they really try to scare you in this place. Yeah. He was kidding, wasn't he? Sure hope so. Well, that's what this whole place is about, right? That's weird. It was right there, I know it was. Hey, did you see a building there?
Building? Where?
Right there. Yesterday it was right on that spot. It looked like this.
No wonder you're seeing things. This stuff will rot your mind.
There was some mail for you, Skipper.
I wasn't expecting anything.
Well, it says...
desired wage, $10.
Yeah, at the very
$10.
least. Like,
Yeah.
the way I always say it is, especially with your situation where you're still a little bit exploratory and you're still kind of vetting what you're able to do, because you are kind of changing in what you're able to. You know, we discussed starting low and then working our way up. If we found you something that was $13 an hour, like Ollie's $13 an hour, then there's nothing wrong with that. But there are some jobs where maybe, I'll use Rocky Rococo's, where maybe you could get a job there preparing vegetables or whatever for the pizzas and working 1 or 2 hours a week, and they might make $10 or $12 an hour because you're just doing just the tasks that get stuff ready, but you're not doing any customer facing, so it's just a little bit more of a smaller task. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I almost was going to interrupt you, but
Good.
Well, one time, my baby is my kitty.
Amazing. Nice work. Amazing. Spectacular. Amazing.
To say, Kelly, it's Sam. I stopped it that night.
2 weeks later, after a business dinner with Sam Patel, Joan Jeffries was murdered.
I'm meeting someone. I'll do this right later.
Kelly says that her mother was supposed to meet with both Patel and his wife Penny. Joan expected a check for back wages. She intended to hand over the company files and sever her ties with Best Aviation.
So, what are you doing?
Fine. Where's Penny? I thought Penny was supposed to be
I'm sorry she didn't show up because she had to work late. I'm here.
I advised her not to go. You can do this at work. And she thought, well, it'll be okay. It'll be in a public place.
Sam Patel insists Joan had no plans to quit.
Every Sunday, like clockwork, Gus drops off a week's supply of fresh milk in an old dented metal dairy bucket.
Sure was a wonderful sermon.
Truly was. Very uplifting. You know, either this bucket is getting heavier or I'm getting older.
Somehow, I don't think it's a bucket, Gus.
Well, how you doing, baby girl? You sure was the prettiest little thing in church today. Hey, what is that back of your ear? Well, look at that.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, don't thank me. It's magic.
As your empty, Gus. See you next week.
That's right. Come hell or high water. There are two things in this life that are always...
But Satan's going to attack those who are strong spiritually, and McGlones are a great example of somebody who he would want to attack.
I don't know if it's ghosts or if it's something demonic. It seems too evil to just call ghosts.
It feels like living in a trap. Whenever you leave, you know at the end of the day that you have to go back to your home. No one should have to feel unsafe in their own home.
I only got about an hour of sleep last night. Voices and visuals telling me that nothing is going to help. And they're never going to leave me alone.
Michelle and I were really excited to find this house. It had everything we wanted in a house, and we felt like
Was also validated. And that's very frightening for me.
I expected them to find things, I just didn't expect it to be me.
I got clarification that I'm not crazy, but now that I have that clarification, I'm not sure how I feel about it. That means all of my experiences with him are more than likely real. It's amazing. I didn't think I could feel that way coming in here. You gonna go see your new rooms? After the exorcism, I didn't feel anything here. Felt like it was just a normal empty house. I feel like Alex is gone. All of the evil things I was sensing also gotten rid of. But for some reason, I got really upset. I feel emptier.
It's time for you to fill it up with the family love.
What's going on, Ruthie?
There's no reason for this to happen, Dr. O'Connor. I understand about agonal breathing, but is there such a thing as an agonal heart rate? Susan, he has a heart rate. Please, come take a look.
She took my IV out, and I had monitors on me, and I had a blood pressure cuff. I mean, they were taking them and just pulling them off of me, and put me in a wheelchair and wheeled me into the nursery. I reached in and I held his arm, and I was talking to him, telling him.
Hello, Alexi Zoila, please.
Nobody wants to talk to you.
My son, Alexi, my son.
You ruined my daughter's life.
No, I love your daughter.
You know what? You are 3 years too late. If you don't get out of here, I'm going to call the police.
No, please, wait. I just want to see my son. Please, wait.
Fauzi had no choice. He could not risk being arrested and possibly deported. That moment was as close as Fauzi Mahmoud has ever gotten to meeting his son. Today, Fauzi lives in Enid, Oklahoma with his wife, Robin. They have a young son, and Fauzi has 3 grown children.
It's been a weird start, you know? I promise I'll start acting like a normal person. I'll see you tomorrow.
pizza.
Yeah, normal.
Dear Katie, today I made a complete idiot of myself. Let me guess. No, look at this. You said you lived at 49, right? But you can't live there. Why not? Because 49 Cordina Road burned down 3 years ago. That's impossible. My house is right here.
Older guy.
Not even much, Gary. You gave me quite a turn. When did you get so clumsy? Oh, heaven's sakes. Having yourself a bit of time tonight, were you? Take it easy tonight. Oh. Well, let me get some shut-eye.
You have to be ready for anything.
Whoa, that smells terrible.
That's the salmon thing that you left the last time you had. I can't believe you're still not feeling well. Have you seen a doctor?
Oh my God. We have to go.
Why?
Right now.
Anything yet?
Give me a minute.
It's already been over a minute. What is taking so long? Thought all you had to do was be honest. Oh my God. Are you sure? You're pregnant.
We're pregnant.
We're pregnant.
I am.
We're having a baby?
O 62. O 66. G 49. G 56. O 72. I 27. B 14. Bingo. Round over.
No, you can't see me. Hi, everybody. I stepped out of the shower. I had to wash my hair because my head was itching and it was full of flakes, like dry flakes. So I'm like, hit the shower. I only was in there for about 15 minutes or so. Maybe a little longer, but yeah, I tried this new shampoo. So I hope it's better. Because I don't want to go back in there tomorrow. Unless I sweat really bad tomorrow. But yeah. I'm thinking when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna go straight to Quick Trip and grab some TV dinners and a chocolate pudding Oreo cup thingy and hit the sack to go home. I mean, not hit the sack, go bed. I'm gonna hit the sack soon. But hit the sack as in go home too, so I'm not making any sense. I am shutting up. But yeah, I already said my goodnight to Mom. She knows the rules, you know, that's what I said. You know the rules, no scaring us all. Don't give your boyfriend Piglet more anxiety. Just don't scare him, or me, or E-Boy, Mr. Eeyore. Just hug and kiss my kitty that is with you. I hope she hugs him and kisses him like there's no, kisses her like there's no tomorrow. Yes, I'll hug and kiss her boyfriend too for her. You know, even though my mom was married to my dad, she can have another boyfriend on that side, right? My dad has another girlfriend. You know. So, yeah, hug and kiss my baby kitty like there's no tomorrow, Mom, and I will hug and kiss your boy Piglet. I'm gonna take my pills, brush my teeth, and get going to bed.
Carrie watched as her little boy went from kind and gentle to angry and confused, and then slowly back to himself. It took 3 years for the Landon she knew to really return.
His personality is completely different. He was struggling in school and with friends, and it was hard. But we're finally getting back to who he was.
It wasn't just hard on Landon, it was hard on the whole family. But through it all, Carrie did everything she could to protect her son's peace. Even in the hospital, she created a space of comfort and joy. So much so that now wants to go back. Because to him, it wasn't a place of pain. It was a place of love, healing, and hope.
What about the hospital do you remember?
Eating the popsicles.
By 2021, Kari and her family had been through more than anyone should ever have.
How do I become a more spiritually invested person? These were things I saw just all the way through his energy. Now, when I looked at the rest of his chart and I saw the other thing that's extremely interesting, because we are in a Mercury retrograde right now. Patrick was born with Mercury retrograde natally in his chart, meaning spiritual life. I don't care how much money you make, how much in the mundane and present world you are. Mercury retrograde in the chart of a child, a natal chart, your birth chart, is a spiritual focus in this life. You see the clear reality of what life is. That is what Mercury retrograde is. Now, the sign that it's in will tell you the way that you see the spirituality of this life. I know people fear Mercury retrograde, and I have to say it again and again and again. During the retrograde, if you know somebody dead, so this is what he's showing me. But he's going back to his early life and what he practiced in order to harness that energy. And basically what he's letting me know is he's letting me know that there are certain there are certain things about what he did that were not in God's eyes or light, and that's what he was trying to atone for before he died. And I think something about that came and backfired for some reason. I also want to speak about his son. This is also what I want to speak about with him, because the son, the karma with the son and the behavior of him with his wife with the son, and the death of his son immediately after the birth of his son, meaning the son passed away, I think right after birth. And that's what I feel happened to him. And I feel like he was breaking out of his shell. In fact, I can see him pushing his hands up almost like a rebirth, okay? Almost like a rebirth. Like being, coming out of a shell, but pushing your hands up to get out of there. I feel that energy with him. And I feel like he knew something was happening. And there's somebody around him, female, because the females are naughty in his life. Not all of them, obviously. I'm sure he had females that loved him tremendously. However, one of them is a turncoat around him, so there is a turncoat in his life. I feel like she's slightly older, and I feel like sometimes people come up and they're like, you know, if you do this, we'll protect you, but if you don't do it, we're gonna mess you all up. Okay, so I feel like this was said, and I don't feel that this person knew that he was going to pass or as a result of, but I do feel like she gave location. He was being tracked prior to his passing, and I don't know if there was